Man, looks like we ain't dropping the video for the Steelers' not top 10 midseason plays. We didn't hit the like goal on yesterday's top 10 play video. I think I set it at 550, and we're about 200 short. Salute for the effort, but I feel like it's a good thing. It's a ball don't lie type of moment. Let's leave all the first half mistakes and the bad things that happened in the first half of the season just there. Let's put it to rest because now we're coming off the bye, heading into the second half of the season. Let's just look forward, not backwards. But before we get into this Steelers-Saints preview, I got some injury updates for the team to go over. TJ Watt is officially suiting up and won't be on a pitch count. And the Steelers activated safety Damontae Kazee, so look to see him on the field Sunday. Not sure exactly what role he's going to have or how many snaps he's going to play, but hopefully make some impact and we get some type of three-man safety rotation going. The unfortunate news is we will be without Ahkello Witherspoon and also newly acquired William Jackson III in the secondary. Akello's hamstring seems to continue to bug him. Not sure what's going on there. And then WJ3's back issue may be more serious than I initially thought. But now that the injury stuff and the injury updates are over, let's get into our picks and preview. Quick recap of last game. We started off heading into Eagles Week with an account balance of $68.84, and then we proceeded to lose big time. The account balance read $43.23, which means there was a $25 loss. We still here, though. About to make it up in this Steelers-Saints game. And for the only pick that did hit in that Eagles game, it was Muth hitting the over on his receiving yard prop. So for this Steelers-Saints game, I'm going to keep it really simple. The theme is, I think the offense has its coming out party just across the board. Pickett lights it up. Najee gets things going again on the ground. And then with Claypool out in Chicago, Pickens and Muth's role is only going to increase. Starting with Pickett, I think he gets over on the 1.5 touchdown line. I think he throws at least for 2 touchdowns. Odds are set at plus 154. This is his first game back home since the Bucs game. And what has he done at home every time he's played thus far? He played the second half against the Jets and the first half against the Bucs. He's put up touchdowns. I know the Jets were rushing touchdowns, but he seems to be pretty comfortable in the stadium, almost like he's played here over the last 4 or 5 years and has had success. Threw like 40 touchdowns in his senior season, led Pitt to the ACC championship. So yeah, there's some type of familiarity and comfortability there, and I think that's only an added bonus for Pickett in this game. But also, I think the defense, Steelers defense, turns the Saints offense over once or twice and gets the Steelers offense a short field, and Pickett and the offense end up capitalizing. And sticking with Pickett, I think he has a clean game. No interceptions, plus 136 on the odds. Simply put, the Saints are the worst turnover margin team in the league, and then particularly on defense, second worst in terms of interceptions forced with 2. And I think Pickett is gradually gaining more awareness and experience, knowing when to throw the ball and take chances, and knowing when to hold it. Just think in the last Eagles game, outside of the pick at the very end, which was garbage time, he didn't really throw that many interceptable passes. So I think, again, going back to what I said with his touchdown over, I think him being at home, that only helps. And he has a clean game. Saints aren't really making that many splash plays on defense. And then on the ground, I got Najee Harris getting over 41.5 rushing yards. Odds set at minus 114. The Saints' rush defense is suspect, and you know Najee Harris is hearing some of the murmurs and rumors about Jaylen Warren being promoted to RB1. So he's going to want to put a halt to that. I don't think 41.5 rushing yards is that much, particularly in a game where I think the offense is going to be rolling through 2-2. And then with Pickens and Muth, I got 50-plus receiving yards for Pickens, odds set at plus 108. 40-plus receiving yards for Muth, minus 110. No Claypool, no problem. The targets are just going to get dispersed to these guys who've already proven that Pickett trusts going to them. Now they're just going to get like an additional 2 or 3 passes thrown their way. And then obviously I got Steelers money line, odds set at plus 108. So a little bit better than even. I'll take the extra 80 cents. But I've been talking about a second half run that this team's going to go on, so this is exactly where it starts. Putting my money where my mouth is. Tomlin even said it's put up or shut up time. Reasons I like this, it's Andy Dalton against the Steelers at home. That typically goes in Pittsburgh's favor. And then also we're getting TJ Watt back. That's kind of a big deal. Add Damontae Kazee. Those 2 additions right there cancel out any concerns about not having Ahkello or William Jackson III. Because we'll still have Levi Wallace. We'll still have Cam Sutton. James Pierre's been playing pretty decent this year. Damontae Kazee, he could play slot corner. We could figure stuff out on defense it's just really nice to have TJ Watt back. And I also think Pickett's poised for a big game. The vibes overall are very high, and all the so-called growing pains the Steelers experienced in the first half, I believe, will culminate into some serious growth the first game coming off of this bye week. Now to the can't miss parlay. For those of you that don't know what the can't miss parlay is, it's when we just throw a bunch of picks together, take a look at it, and say, this can't miss. I'm sticking with the offense has a good game theme. Steelers money line, Najee over 25 rushing yards, over 19.5 total points for the Steelers. Damontae over 25 receiving yards, Pickens over 25 receiving yards, Muth over 25 receiving yards, and over 9.5 total points in the first half for the Steelers. That leaves me with $5.23 left in the account, which I'm saving for whenever the defensive props come out. They're kind of hit or miss, but usually they do come out on Sunday. And you know what I'm betting that on. I even said it on the Steelers-Eagles preview if TJ Watt were to come back for that game. But now he's officially back against the Saints. You got to be some type of beta male if you're thinking TJ Watt ain't getting a sack in his first game back. So $5.23, put that one to the bank as well. That is it for this edition of Big Deke News, Steelers Saints preview. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Score predictions, bold predictions. What are you guys betting on, putting your investments in? Let me know. Stay chilling. Hope you enjoy tomorrow's game. Peace.